A track matte is when the luma or alpha information of one layer creates transparency on another layer. Let's go ahead to the project panel and let's import a clip. Double-click on an empty space. Let's import the clip called Beach 5. Select it and click on Open. Let's go ahead and drag it to the new comp icon. And let's shorten the length of this to about 5 seconds. Place your CTI at the 5-second mark. Press the letter N. Right-click the work area bar and choose Trim Comp to Work Area. Let's go ahead and duplicate this layer. Make sure it's selected and use the shortcut Control or Command D. Let's go ahead and make the top layer black and white. Go to the Effects and Presets panel and type in the word Hue. We're going to use the Hue and Saturation effect and drag it to the top layer. Make sure that you drag the Master Saturation slider all the way to the left. And there you go, we have a black and white clip. Let's go ahead and draw a shape that is going to cover where the children are. I'll draw with the ellipse tool. I had the layer selected. Let me undo that. Undo is Control or Command Z. Let me deselect the layer and draw it again. Always make sure that the layer is deselected if you want to draw a shape layer instead of a mask. Let's go ahead and move that anchor point. Pan behind tool. Click on the layer itself. And now move the anchor point. We are aiming to always cover the children with this shape. So let's go ahead and keyframe for scale and for position. So S, press and hold the Shift, and now press the P so we see both properties, position and scale. And let's keyframe both of them. Let's now move the CTI all the way at the beginning. And let's adjust this shape so that it still covers the children. Go ahead and switch tools to the Selection tool. And we can make this slightly smaller. There you go. Now let's go to about 4 seconds or so. And let's adjust position and scale just a tad. Let's go back to second 1 and keep on covering them. That's good. Now to the 3-second mark. Let's cover them. Adjust the scale slightly. Now to the 2-second mark, and let's do the same. Now scrub the timeline and fix where it needs fixing. There you go, in there, for example. Keep on scrubbing. Let's fix it in here as well. That's good. And there you go, that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and add a fast blur to this layer so that we have soft edges. Go to the Effects and Presets panel and type in the word fast space, then B, so we see it right there, fast blur, and apply it to the shape layer. Let's go ahead and change the blurriness to about a 9 or so. Let me make this larger so we can see it better. Let's go ahead to the Switches and Modes column. If you don't see it, make sure that you either click on this button, Toggle Switches and Modes, or right-click where it says Parent or Track Matte or Source Name, select Columns, and make sure that Modes is selected. From the Beach 5 movie, the one on layer stacking number 2, in other words, the black and white layer, change the track matte to read Alpha Inverted Matte Shape Layer 1. Now everything is black and white except for where the children are. What is happening is that the shape layer is cutting a hole on this second layer so that the third one can show through. Let's RAM preview it. 0 on your numeric keypad. And that's a pretty neat effect.